Congratulations on redeeming first, Larian. Big GG's to you. How are you doing as well? Sorry, I was scooting my chair in. Remaking paper flowers would be looking, but wish you the best power washing. Thank you, Larian. I wish you much luck and joy on making the paper flowers. How's my day? My day has been meh. I am quite tired. I'm just ready for the weekend. I'm just so ready for it. And it is here. And it is here through the means of power washing. I imagine the rest of my day is now going to get better and better as we just do some comfy power washing. We got a long way to go. Hi CZ, thank you for the good luck on the comfy power washing. How are you doing? Yeah, after 3.5 hours yesterday, we have only gotten 53% of this done. And we still have a good 47 more to go. Oh yeah, Thundar was here. Oh yeah, and we also uncovered all the murals because we're very curious. And they're all the missions we did prior. Subway, bathrooms, the entirety of the theme park. So if we assume a linear washing to time relation, you should finish in another 3.5 hours. Yes. Based on that estimate, that it should be the calculation of time that we have remaining on this level. What if the rate slows at time as time progresses? It's always a possibility, but we're going with just a standard linear model. We're just going to continue saying the standard linear model and not throw in any other variables into the mix, else to make this even more complex than it already is. Because the same could also be said about it going a whole lot faster. Because we did something and it was very impactful in a good way. Apparently there's some stuff on this wall which we need to take care of. There we go. Wall is taken care of. Fingers crossed for standard linear model. Fingers crossed, CZ. Fingers crossed. We are not too fast and we are not too slow. That is the goal that we will try to achieve for the perfect linear model. Apparently I could see into there for a second. Atrium floor. Oh yeah, we got all of this, so yeah. So continuing on, we have all of this. We did the cleaning of the ceiling, so that's all good. Let's just do the cleaning of the walls. Continue with standard linear model. Gonna take a moment to get into like the groove. We're gonna get there really fast. The rest of this shouldn't be too bad. I still find it amazing how there is 53%, or like we were barely scratching the surface in here, or actually let me step back a little bit more. We finished practically the entirety of the outside, yet the game was like, oh yeah, you haven't even reached 50% of like the actual place being clean. So that just shows how much there is inside as well, which is just baffling. But nothing we can't handle. We will power wash and save the world. Because don't forget, there's a massive volcano over there that's erupting, as well as the fact that all other volcanoes in the Pacific Ring of Fire are also going to erupt. Apparently it was a telling tale. If that one erupts, all others shall erupt as well. So we were saving the day through the means of power washing. Our valiant power washing hero is not fazed at all by this. Just another day, another job. They also expected us to use Trident. Trident's good, however, I don't want to do just constant circles with the mouse. I'd rather not. Be too brutal over time. Also, a reminder, per what Tass said yesterday while on stream, world record for completing this level is 1 hour and 10 minutes. Shows you this absolute scale of time spent and how much there is on this level. Oh, I didn't uncover this. I didn't realize this was also a mural. We forgot to uncover one yesterday. Well, let us change that, shall we? I do larger. Not really. It's working. Oh yeah, even more vehicles that we took care of. Another car, the golf cart, the actual power wash van, like the drill. Like that power wash van is there too, and just being pulled by horses is hilarious. During the mirror wall is still. Gotta be big spots with the gallery ceiling, because this is weird. Oh yeah, it's over there. Fine, we will uncover as we go. And yeah, it's just like the cat on like there, and I just assume that's the monster truck. I haven't seen any other indication of like the monster truck being represented in the murals that I've seen. Just the flat out cat on a wagon. The closest that they could get to the monster cat truck. Also amazing that the entire time we've been power washing, and there's been the situation of the cats like all gathering at the pier at the harbor. No one has noticed this island, which is not too far off the mainland. So feeling it's been above the water for a little bit if the cats have been making their way. Well, not here, but making their way over to the harbor. In vast amounts. Fire station, all the fire stuff. And this has to be like the main issue on why there's so much left on the ceiling. Yep, that was so clean and sparkly. Still got all of this here. Hi LD, power washing is way into our hearts. How are you doing, LD? That could be metaphorically, but also it could be literally as we're taking the power washer and just blasting it on full pressure. Just actually power washing our way to someone's heart through all the organs. Power washing our way through. That's very grim. Now that I'm saying that. Yeah, how are you doing? Oh, I didn't even... Oh, I would have completely missed that if that did not just happen. Is that wall just the one wall in which they didn't have any murals they could put? Wall we're about to get up to. Seems like it. Yeah, this is the one place that does not have any murals. The symmetry is ruined. feel like I used it larger in all of this. Nice. Curious what the story is on how they had all this knowledge and stuff to all these murals painted. They knew the future. Is it because of the time travelers? They warned and did stuff, or was it they just knew about a prophecy? A fortune was told. Sure, we'll find out as we get to the 60% mark. At least that's the hope. We still got the floor, and that's so much. But we still got downstairs too. We still got the first level. And they foretold we were going to even clean their statues. Just hilarious. It's like, oh yes, we built these statues when we know you're also going to clean them. We'll find out soon. We're getting the percentage up. Clean. Clean. All right, the floor. Definitely seen better days. As we progress, we will get closer and closer. Start from the very top and work our way down, make it shine. I'm really curious how the replay video, the time-lapse video, is going to play. Because there's a good portion that you won't be able to see. Either the inside or the outside. There'll just be a chunk of time where nothing's happening because we're somewhere else. Grime. Hey, Sonny. Is PowerWash going? It's going. We are slowly but surely making progress on this behemoth of a map. How you doing? It's the largest, like, most covered map we've had, because this is going predicted 6 to 7 hours of to complete. Going good. You watched 2 movies a day for the first time? Oh, what movies, if you don't mind me asking? I hope they were good too. How were they? You watched 2021 Suicide Squad and 2022 Batman. Ah, gotcha. I've seen neither of those. One was good, and the other oh yeah, one was really good. The other was the 2021 Suicide Squad. Yeah, that does speak in volumes. Just saying that, like, oh, the one was good, the other was just the movie. You know how it goes with that one. Unfortunately, even having not seen that movie, I'm well aware of its reputation. Yeah, 2021, the second Suicide Squad. I actually like that one. At least in comparison to the first. Oh wait, there was a second one? You went into high hopes because family said good things about it, but couldn't stand the end. Sorry to hear that. That's how movies be. Some will like, others won't like. In some cases, a lot of people won't like some movies. Batman, conversely, you didn't expect to like, but really enjoyed it. You still have to watch the newest Batman. I still need to see a lot of those movies. That's the one with Robert Pattinson, right? The one where Batman is really just Edward from Twilight. Yeah, that one. Just saturated with that kind of movie nowadays. Yeah, it is. That's why I like have not much interest in that stuff, just because there is so much. I've seen up to like Marvel movies kind of set that point up with, like, there was a lot, and then there was the 2-part like Avengers movies, like with Endgame pretty much being like the finisher, and I was pretty much at that point I was like, I'm good on superhero movies. I'm good. There's just so much of them. feel like superheroes are oversaturated too. They're both filthy rich. It checks out. That is fair. That is very fair. A fair comparison, LD. Very fair check. Both rich. Okay, checks out, same person. It stuck with MCU a decent bit longer because family still was into it quite a bit. If you think newer stuff has soured you even on some of the older stuff, yeah, I mean, it can do that if just there's so much and someone does something and someone directs a movie in a certain way and it kind of ruins the prior movies, or it just, you get so, like, you have like too much of it, and so it's just not appealing anymore. It happens. There's just so much. There was a point in time where they were super strong and really good and really needed. I think, like, if I remember, like, some stuff I talked about with some people, some actual film majors prior, when I was in college, there was like an analysis that they were doing on just like why why superhero movies came so big, and like as of recently, or like within the past couple decades, and they were looking at like the different like culture impacts, events that were happening, and what was like the real like kind of really set things up to continue going, and then what led it even further. I think if I remember what they were talking about, it was the first Spider-Man movie in 2001 that definitely spiked the interest in the public for superhero movies. Cal here. There's no chance of getting near the volcanoes or by spotted something weird. Going in for a closer look. Volcano is raging. Any day now. It's an abandoned mobile mining drill, and it's broken into the magma chamber itself. Oh no. So this was the billionaire's fault for setting this all off. The operation likely destabilized the whole place. What has the mayor done? The billionaire and the mayor have single-handedly, like, almost caused the world to end. Yeah, anyway, I was saying, like, 2001 was, like, with, the first Spider-Man with, Tobey Maguire, I think is his name. That one, a lot of people were drawn to it. A lot of the US was drawn to it because that was the time around September 11th. And so people really were drawn to that movie because it was felt safe and comforting, of a hero saving New York from evil. It was a very cultural kind of impact it had, and that definitely led to a spike in interest to superhero movies. And then, I remember correctly, 2008 Iron Man solidified the massive surge in MCU stuff. Personally, not so much sick of superheroes, sick as the tone a lot of superhero stuff take. I think Across the Spider-Verse is proof that people aren't sick of superheroes. Yeah, it's just how it's told. Yeah, that case, it's they tell it in a very they tell a different story. I feel like there's a tone that has been, yeah, as you were mentioning, like there's kind of a tone that has carried through like a lot of the superhero movies till now. And it's one that really doesn't fit nowadays, or is like not too not as resonating. That aspect, darker tones and all that. Or, you know, a bunch of different things, a lot of different elements and whatnot that just don't work because it's used so much. For lack of a better term, you've been just calling it Whedon writing. Oh, wait. Wheaton writing. Oh, like Josh Whedon. Gotcha. Took me a moment. That's a very familiar word. It has his signature inability to be sincere. Yeah. It's here to cause drama. A lot of like those cases, like here to cause drama and suspense, but not really leave a lasting impression on you. It's a in the moment situation. It can be. Yeah, it's quite unfortunate. It's just so much, and so much happens of the same thing. You get tired of it. I know in some regard, like Star Wars is that for me. There's some things that catch my attention every so often, but for the most part, there's just so much stuff coming out, and it just doesn't feel like any of them are interesting. A lot of similar things or whatnot, or similar stories that I feel like should have ended a while ago. At least it was exciting at the time when like episode 7 came out. That was a very exciting time because just the aspect of actually seeing a Star Wars movie in theaters was just exciting. Then it became more movies and then TV shows. So it's just, there's so much for me that it's just like, I just don't have interest. It's another one of those scenarios, just so much where it's not that interesting after a bit. Oh, I like how they just decked us out with some kind of Roman-esque helmet or fancy helmet. And then there's the trident, which we're not using at all. Feels like nothing can end anymore. Yeah, that's why, like, I've gone through this like a couple times in the PowerWash sim playthroughs, so I have no need to go on a massive spiel again. But it's I've talked about just the aspect and liking how some stories truly just come to an end. Like that's like the story that the writers or the people wanted to tell has been told, and that part has ended, or that series has ended, because yeah, they because there was like an appropriate time to end, and they felt it was right to end instead of continuing on. It's just for execs. It's the money. The money talks and says make more movies because it will create more money and spend even larger budgets. It's interesting. It's just a case of those that have the ability to say keep on going, keep on saying keep on going, and keep on making all that, whether it's right or not. Anyway, I'm going to end on that. I'm going to end that spiel because it's just because I've gone into aspects of like ending a story right so many times. I've said so many times. There's value I take for people finding, like, you know, it's the right time to end the story. There will always be more adventures, but it's nothing that one feels is a need to make another season or make another movie of. Wow, we look so fancy. Whoever this civilization was really made us look fancy. Sub 10 hour, let's go. Hi Tass, how's it going? Good to see you survived the spicy ramen. Well, yeah, I mean, at least it will be sub 10 hours, so it'll be good. Yeah, how you doing? The entire thing with the statue. I feel like I keep on covering this and there's just even more. That I did not see prior. PowerWashing was all calm and tranquil and nothing. And everything was fine, and then the Fire Nation attacked. Actually, that's not too far off. Is this like... Oh, they even has like the symbol. That's hilarious. Very fancy helmet. Statue backpack. It's just grand how much they've done for this, how much detail there is. Statue's close. Backpack is close. Come on. I did not mean to jump. That just... Ooh. It's fine. This is fine. We are very athletic for a power washer. And very, very nimble. There, it's clean. Alright, Thatcher's clean. Now we just gotta work on the ceiling. All the ceiling. How did some of this get like that? Okay, at least the central opening is a little obvious. So from what we've now known, it's the mayor and the billionaire with all the weird science tech that has single-handedly about to cause the world to end, and also took down the ship of time travelers. We're going to make things right. And shimmers and shines. I really regret doing that. I always regret doing that when there's still so much to actually clean in a single room. It's just so difficult to look at. Just everything just brightly flashes you.
The dreams.
Oh, that actually is at a weird angle. Noted.
The dreams.
Oh, the gnome's over here now. We last left the gnome all the way back there, but apparently you're back now. Sorry, couldn't resist. Here you go. You're out here. Be with the ship and the helicopter. You're good. One level from finishing Tiny Kin. It's fun, chill. Another hundo about to be achieved for your tasks. Another all achievements. Gonna be close whether you 100% that game versus you 100%ing this level. It's still a ways away, but we'll see. Challenge. I do like that challenge. There is potential, though we still have 60. We have only gotten 64%. We still have 36% to go. We're 6.7 hours in with maybe 1.5 to go. It sounds like you might beat us. There's a chance. There's a chance you end up beating me, because yeah, if you have about 1.5 to go, even 2 hours, that sounds like you will complete that before I can. Why is this being weird? Oh, I know why. You're not doing it now, though. You're going to do stuff with partner. Oh, gotcha. But still, there's the potential of you beating me. You could watch a movie and then you probably still end up beating me in hundoing that other game, Tinykin. Is this being... on inner stone. Still the actual podium itself. By the power of washing. Angles do not do well when I am this close. There we go. Oh my goodness. Alright, in we go. A straight line, but that's fine. Yes, I'm so tired from today. Nothing really like super stressful. It's just, I'm just tired. It's just a tiring day. As the day progressed, I just felt my mind was just more and more done. And ready just to go back and relax. Because even like when I was doing like art breaks every so often, I was just feeling like a little bit struggling. I was rather tense. I wasn't loose because I was doing cloud practice. Like at the beginning of the day, I was definitely a whole lot faster and loose and able to get things in. They looked really good for first attempts and all. And then like as just the day progressed, I went back to like just practicing clouds, just to something simple to do for a little bit, and just to take a break on. And I was just frustrated that I didn't feel like I was getting the results that I had prior with the shooting star picture that I did. Oh, I think that was just because I wasn't loose or anything. I was tense. A little stressed. Happy to relax and just let a day pass and do more art stuff. I feel like I need to just continue practicing like clouds just to continue making sure I get the feel down a whole lot more, because I had the feel, I can get the feel if I'm just in the zone, but I need to get it when even I'm not in the zone, get the feeling and understanding. I need to get that. Takes some work, but I'll get it. Nice sweeps. Wee. Ceiling is not going too well because I'm missing so much. Maybe it's because I'm going too fast. Clean ceiling for me. I guess one of the struggles I had with art today as well, I don't know why it came back all of a sudden, but there was just this part of my brain that was like, you can't complete anything. You can't just complete landscapes and do that. It must be perfect and all that. I guess that also, like, unfortunately came back and was preventing me from doing stuff, or preventing me from really feeling satisfied. That whenever that part arrives, I never actually get any art done. So I just constantly try to redo, undo and redo. It doesn't help. No help is had. No progress is made, no practice is done. It stinks. Yeah, maybe just like I need a day to pass where I'm just doing stuff, cleaning and all, get the brain going and be more confident with what I'm doing. Hi, robots. Yep, 67% progress. We're slowly making our way. 68. Just changed all of a sudden. How's it going? Biordo, hello, how's it going? Yep, Thundar was here and will be here for quite some time. That's going to be one of the last pieces we'll finish. We'll actually go back through the tablet and check everything off before we get that. Still here. Forever and ever. Well, until we get all the moss and grime off. Then unfortunately it will disappear. 2 nights in a row you've gotten very little deep sleep, so you're hoping tonight will be better. I'm hoping you get some good sleep tonight, robots. It's the weekend, so hopefully that's incentive for your brain to just really relax and get the deepest of sleeps. So much to the ceiling. There's so much to it. It's slowly going away. The comfy, cozy power wash and the water wash away stresses and anxiety with high pressure, so they just, instead of just lightly like eroding away, they just get blasted away. Let all the stress get blasted away by the pressure washer. On the plus side, you think you have school almost figured out, so you just have to get registered and then graduate this May. Let's go. That's grand to hear. Yeah, just the last little bit. Last little bit can be quite stressful. But you got this. May will be here so fast. It's January now, but next thing you know, it's going to be May, and you'll be done and graduated. May's birthday too. Let's go. Double celebration, double excitement in May. Let's go. You got a lot to look forward in May then. Blast away the stress. Indeed. We blast it away with the tridents. Ensure nothing shall make its way back, or the spinning nozzle. That too is also an option for blasting away the stress. Instead, your brain just goes, "Hey, now you have to worry about a job." Yeah, that's always the unfortunate thing too. Immediately after graduation or at least while you're getting prepped for graduation, is job time. Time to find a job. Time to find a job amongst the companies that expect you to be the equivalent of Ash Ketchum. In other words, a young person with 2.5 times the amount of experience years than they actually should. In Ash Ketchum's case, He's a 10-year-old with 25 years experience of Pokemon catching, because that's how long the anime's been going on. With as the main character. It sounds normal. It'll be okay. It'll all work out. It's a stressful part, but you'll find something. Stressful in the moment. There will be something. The power washing was prophesized? Yes. So the power washing was prophesized. We got little murals here every so often of like the different jobs that we completed. Like this is all the fairground stuff of like the Helter Skelter, the carousel, the fortune teller, the Ferris wheel, washing that. There's the underground toilets, which was like ages ago. Like over a year ago we actually did the subway station, the stunt plane, the Norse cathedral, the fishing boat. There's a bunch more on the second floor. We got, I think we got the entire outside clean, so we're good on this until I look at the tablet and see like, oh no, we still got a bunch of things. Statue, the UFO, the finger pointing, skate park, playground, a penny father, motorcycle, cars, house, RV, drill, car, golf cart, the actual power wash fan, the start of it all, the laser plane, the monster truck cats, fire station stuff, the boats for the mayor and the mayor's house, backyard house. I like how they also did the grill. I just now noticed that the grill is there and it's sizzling. That's hilarious. And yeah, all that stuff. It's hilarious. I don't know what's behind the other one, but I have a feeling it's... Oh, I don't know for certain, but we'll find out at like the very end. On the plus side, you do logically know you shouldn't stress so much. Yeah, it's a tough part, but it'll all be good. It'll all be good. There's plenty of time as well between then and even a little bit after. There's like a small tends to be like a small bump of time where people were looking but also doing other stuff to get prepped. Or immediately they have a job because they were looking while they were finishing graduation stuff and already setting things up. It'll all be good in the end. Like, you know, it's just flavor, but this kind of makes me love the game so much. Oh yeah, I mean, like, this is a bunch of... This game has definitely shown, like, all the love and all that and all the thoughts. Because, like, here's also the statue of us as well, apparently. Just a massive statue. And all the murals, they have so much detail and, like, a fake language and all that, which I'm sure you could decipher and, like, actually... I'm sure there's probably like a decipher or something where you can figure out what it's actually saying. But yeah, like a fake language and all that, and just like the details. It's quite amazing. Just the small little details, and they just make the world feel so alive and amazing and fun. Like, they could have just had, like, the entire structure and just called it a day, but all these little details, they make a difference. They make a massive difference. And I think that, and definitely the love this game gets is super appropriate and amazing. Because yeah, the devs definitely put a lot of love and care and just had a lot of fun with it. And it did very, very well. which is good to see in games. There's so many games that get released every year, so many, most of them indie games. There's some that get elevated and get really well, like, get noticed and do really well. I think Lethal Company is the latest example of that, just something that was somewhat a small indie thing that just blew up in popularity. One of the few instances where that tends to happen. Just thinking about all the games and possibly all like the love that people put into games. Of course there's like probably a bunch of games out there that's just a bunch of shovelware as well. But you know, there's plenty of games out there that people put a lot of attention and detail to that unfortunately don't get the attention they do so deserve. But it's good to see the ones that do get like PowerWash and that get the attention, especially with all the effort that was put in. Make it something just fun and unique. Very unique thing. And unique on so many different levels. I think if I remember, like, seeing there was around 14,000 games that were released on Steam this year. Which is a lot. Quite a lot. And you know, probably a chunk of those, again, for shovelware or a bunch of other stuff that wouldn't interest too many people. Not like, not in a lot of senses, like, I feel like we know them when we see them, just like the games where we see, like, it's just truly a cash in on something. And it's very obvious and all that. Like, super obvious. There are cases of those. There's a lot of games. That's amazing. A lot of stories and a lot of cool things. We're gonna have to do a double back on the ceiling, I feel. Missing so much, but this is fine. Yeah, and also to think about, like, 14,000 games, that seems like a lot, but also not a lot for some reason, considering how many people do game dev on the side. I wonder truly, like, how many games were released in a year, because I mean, I'm sure there's different areas as well. Maybe some are exclusively releasing on Epic, or think about how many games are, like, how many small, like, prototypes and small games there are that are made during game jams as well. There's a ton of game jams happening at any given point of the year. Really, I'm sure it just stacks up even more and more and more. Because Scurry made a game recently for a game jam. They put something together and for a game jam. I forget which game jam. I remember seeing them mention something on that. Oh, thank goodness we don't have to do all of that. Okay. Oh no, wait, we still got the other side. No, we go at this slowly but surely. There's a lot to this wall. Gotta get the corners. Ooh, shiny. Oh wait, that's a light. Is that a light? Oh, it's shiny. Oh no, wait, that's a ceiling wall, so that's on a completely different scale. Yeah, I have a feeling I'm also going to have to get up on this as well in order to get, yeah, this kind of stuff that's just hiding there. So many nozzles to scroll through. So shiny. Interesting how this is sectioned off. just throw pieces here and there. Okay. What does being on the up here say for what we missed? Besides everything. I like how even when we do this, you can still see Thundor was here. Very clear. Nice, we got it. Yeah, let's just get this section all good. Oh, this wall is all connected. Oh no. "75%, let's go. 3/4 of the way done. World has been near destruction for several hours, but the volcano will wait for us." We showed up to the island last night, cleaned 53% of it, and then just slept for a good chunk of hours, for 20 hours, and then we woke up like, volcano's still going, and still good, so we're all fine. Just took a snooze and the volcano waited for us. This particular section is very satisfying because you can clearly see where the line of grime and sludge and slime is. You just watch it easily go away. It's because it's going off of a bright light. Atrium. Alcove ceiling. Interesting, some of the names. I know the Time Traveler spaceship had very interesting names for some of the stuff. I don't think like game asset names or area names will ever beat Hollow Knight's Spider Town, which is where Hera is. It's the Beast Den. No joke, it's called Spider Town. The room name is Spider Town. Specifically the Beast Den area of Deep Nest, where you find Hera. 'Cause that's all one room. Still find that so humorous. That's where it all is. There we go. Clear line. And then there was light. There's this too. I think we got the other side. Stroke. That's not enough because there's stuff on. Oh, nope, that was enough. But there's going to be some on the other side. This wall is almost fully done. You know, I know I said at the early part, very start of this, but the more we uncover, the more this does look like just a casino hotel we'd find in Vegas. Just because of the color scheme. Color scheme, the shapes and all that. Just hilarious. It just feels like it would be a casino. That's the actual walls themselves. Okay. I see what's going on. Well, we'll eventually get to the rest of the walls. Oop, didn't mean to click. Ignore the sky and the ominous dark clouds of ash that are over to the right. Everything is fine. Oh, something exciting. So, I remember last night we were talking about, like Arcane, and I was just mentioning like, oh yeah, when season 2 comes out, and all that, because it was slotted and scheduled. And then lo and behold, today, a trailer for season 2 came out, and going to be exciting. End of the year. Quite exciting. Just a day away from being like, oh yes, trailer and stuff. I've actually yet to see the trailer because I know the trailer's come out, but I just haven't seen it yet. I haven't taken the time to watch it. Kept on forgetting every time I took an art break. Some of the texturing is so weird. It just looks, it makes it look like there's more dirt and grime but it's just the texturing. I almost got you now, rear entrance ceiling. You shall be clean, sparkly and shiny. There we go. Okay, we got the front, and now we just work our way down. Floor hasn't really been touched too much. Quite surprising. Oh, we're about to hit the 80% mark. Means more lore and story. Imagining you were cleaning the floor and going, okay, finally done, and turning around just see a bunch of grimy footprints. Oh, that'd be the worst. That'd be the worst. I do know that's something that Viscera cleanup detail does do, is that if you step in filthy, bloody water, or if you spill a bucket of water and like track through it, it will actually leave footprints. I know that game actually will leave footprints if you step in like a disgusting pile of something. That would be devastating in this game if they did that. It would for sure have us do the floor very last every time on every single thing, and having to be on weird positions to get stuff. Thankfully in this game, all the dirt and grime that get washed away just completely evaporate as soon as we power wash it. It just poofs out of existence. This isn't really water. This is just a bunch of like sun. We have like a mini fusion. We have a mini fusion washer, and essentially we're just beaming all the grime out of existence. There are traces of odd luminous ore everywhere. I've never seen anything like it. Oh, you're not going to continue until I continue cleaning, I think. Or you just take a long time. Hang on, there's something else up here. Look out, an aircraft is shot straight out of the volcano and heading your way. What? Is the private jet seriously like just popped out of the volcano and is making its way to us? Having to stop and power wash your feet every couple of seconds, that'd be the worst. We don't even have feet. And I don't even have hands. IMC, those laser rust removers. How's it going? Oh, that's why you don't track anything. Yeah, we just don't even have a body. Apparently in the time lapse replay, we do exist, but also so does the disembodied hand. Yeah, we have no feet to speak of. We only have hand with octopus glove. That's all we have. That's all our being really is. Come on, pillar. There we go. Yeah, that would... The amount of... I could think of many things that would just make power washing like that much more like oof situation, like where water and filth actually pools up in places, and having to clean your feet if you go into an area. Oh, that would be terrible. Why is this such a weird... I'll just gently get the pillar. There we go. We'll leave the floor for last. We'll work our way over. Oh, the atrium wall is huge. I always enjoy the splatter, and like the angle splatter where you don't get everything. The trim is massive. The edge, it's always weird. Oh, this wall just keeps on going, does it? Just keeps on going, does not stop. Not so bad. Trim is at least satisfying because you know it's going down fast. then poof, done. It's a lot. Hopefully it's enough because it's a big area. That's the good thing about large areas, is that you can get away with a whole lot more. Yeah, massive stone wall completed. Now for the other massive stone wall. Make sure there's a nice line on here because we're going to keep that Thundar was here as long as we possibly can. I want that plane that will eventually show up here to know who was here before it's gone. Nice. Been hour 50 and we've gotten 30% complete. Quite a bit. Feeling though it's going to get a whole lot smoother here forward. Just because it's now walls and floor. It's no longer looking up at the ceiling. No angled walls either, it's just smooth walls. Everything is so pristine, even after 8,000 years. It's quite shocking how everything is still like really well intact. Nothing has decayed, it's just all gotten grime and sludge on it to be power washed off. Everything is still pristine. At least I would assume so. Maybe the colors have faded and like this blue is not the true blue that it once was or something. Because yeah, 8,000 years under the water, that will definitely do something. Clean wall. Roll delicately. Get this. Makes me think of like something interesting, like the preservation, like, oh, look how old this is and how preserved, and we can know about the stuff. It reminds me of a really bizarre concept with like modern technology. Like throughout time and history, we've progressively gotten better at storing more different types of storage, like digital, physical, all that kind of stuff. Every time we've gotten better and different means, we can store a lot of it. But it's also weird in the instance that we can store a lot of it, but at the same time, like as we progress to store a whole lot more information in a smaller space, or at least like in the formats that we're saving, like digital and so forth, it's interesting to think that for as much as we can like save and do all that, it's fascinating how it also doesn't last that long. Like it's a type of medium that doesn't last too long in the grand scheme of time. And like that just seems to be the thing, like as we progressively through like human history, that's just happened. Where we can have more information, store more information, or it's easier to acquire information, but at the same time, it's something that will, if left on its own, won't last too long. Because like thinking back to like clay and stone tablets that were written on in ancient times and like ancient Greece and all. Or not ancient Greece, but like Mesopotamia and all that. Just the stuff we found of clay and stone tablets, and those have lasted thousands of years. And then thinking like some of the oldest books that we have are only several century or like a number of centuries old, or they're really delicate, or like even like scrolls and all that are very delicate and very worn, where a lot's been found. And then thinking about digital media and how in some cases it's already been shown where like formats that have or like a file has existed for decades is no longer really works. It's just wears out. Interesting. The weird thing, there's like a weird kind of like What was the term where it's like there's a weird exchange with it all. It seems there's a weird exchange. Just fascinating, weird little thing. Oh, the trim is going to be all of it. Oh no, it's going to be different. See if I can get a little more floor here. Don't mind the ominous volcano. It waited for us, so it's not a threat. It will continue to wait for us, even if we put this game down for an entire year, the volcano won't erupt. Either that, or you'd explain it through the instance of this universe, like time freezes in this universe when we don't play. But still, it's waiting for us despite that. It's still, we're taking hours to finish, like, putting this together. Or power wash it down. It's taking its sweet time. All the same. Nice, that pillar is done. Get all the pillars, get them done. Weird how that reacts sometimes, but I think that's just because of the angles we take. Nice. this is where it starts to get messy on the floor. Excellent. I also just now I'll realize as well we're wearing like full on armor or chest plate armor. I guess that symbol is just the PowerWash, the jet stream. I do find the helmet funny. Oh, it's just not getting the angle of this. Interesting. Oh, good enough. Lean. We can actually finish that wall too. And then it'll be nothing but the floor. And the podium, I guess, for the statue. Just seeing how fast the bar can drop in these instances. Just be done. Nice, trim is done. Nice. Getting very close. It's so close to being there. It's going a whole lot faster, or at least it feels like it. Like what, been 20 minutes and we've gotten 5%. You know, when I say it like that, it doesn't sound like much, but it feels like a lot. And then it'll just be the floor. What was that, 90%? Out the wall. Just shiny, shiny temple. Now imagine if there was like a combination of like a collaboration with House Flipper, and it's like, you now have to flip the ancient lost palace temple. You cleaned it, now you gotta flip it and make it a home. You said 3.5 hours to hit the halfway? Yep. It was 3.5 hours to hit the halfway point. And yeah, we're at 2:04, so this feels faster. I don't know what it is. I feel like without there, it was just a bunch of straight angles and all, but I guess just because, or straight walls and just very wide open walls, but I guess just because there was a lot out there versus in here, it's all really close and confined. We have the ability to approach it a little bit better than we did in there. Like here, I can probably do this, make it easier. Yeah, it feels so much faster. Oh, and this temple works so well. It's because I think, yeah, it's using complementary colors, the yellow and the blue. I remember my complementary colors, which I don't, because I never really studied the color wheel or anything like that. Color theory was never something I did. It's close. It's close to complementary colors. It's interesting angles and all, but it's close. I wonder why this feels a whole lot. This place feels a whole lot more open and alive. Ooh, Sweden. They're good colors. They're really good colors. And there's just gonna be a bunch of small little pieces here and there. I guess we'll stand on the trim and do it like this. That way we have a bit of an angle. Don't know if anyone else is Scandinavian, but we made the last batch of Lefse today. I don't think there's anyone in here. Maybe there's someone that's lurking that's from Scandinavian. Though it would be kind of tough considering how early/elite it must be. I know Gustin is, I know it's quite late for them. It's kind of like a potato pancake, but really thin. I feel like I've seen something, like not the name, but I feel like I've probably seen an instance of that. Or It might have just been called like a potato pancake, ignoring the fact that it was thin. It sounds delicious all the same. Sounds delectable. You put butter and then sprinkle sugar and roll it up. Oh, that actually sounds really, really good. And I know you mean like a little bit butter, like you take a knife and you put the butter on. But for some reason, all I can think of is like the scene in The Simpsons where Homer Simpson is making a waffle. And he makes this really awful looking waffle and then just takes a stick of butter and wraps the waffle around the stick of butter. I don't know why I'm imagining that. I know it's just like you're taking a thing of butter and then spreading it on, but all I can imagine is like taking those potato pancakes and just wrapped just has a stick of butter wrapped around, or it's wrapped around a stick of butter. I don't know why, it's just a hilarious thought. It's super time consuming, so it's a Christmas thing. You like butter. Well, that just makes it that much more special then. It's usually the thing, like, it's like, oh, but really can only enjoy this like once a year or something like that. The fact that it is like something that doesn't happen often is a special thing means it can continue to be a special little treat, an additional thing to look forward to for whenever you can make it. It's that much more delicious, which is an actual psychological thing. The fact that you know it's the last, like the last cookie makes you savor it that much more. Makes it taste that much more. Your brain makes you think it's that much better. Real psychological thing. Versus like knowing you have a dozen cookies. %, let's go, 90%. Oh, we're so close. Oh, the floor is terrible. Floor is not going too well just because of the angle we need to approach it in. I'm definitely doing like a sweep with the trident. But it sounds absolutely delicious. Last little batch, get to savor it and enjoy it. I don't know if there's a beverage that pairs well with it. Sounds like just nice, just comfy food. Chill and relax with. Especially with the butter and sugar sprinkled on top. The texture. So wait, what is the story behind Goose Sweden? So Goose Sweden, for a couple years now, I've had the Goose Pride emotes. Goose Pride. My fingers are very cold. I'm definitely typing a little bit slower, but I years ago I made the Goose Pride emotes, which there are 14 emotes in total. Goose Pride, Goose Trans, Goose Buy, and many, 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 many more. And I had a template. I think I was watching one of Birdie's streams. Birdie was streaming, and Gustin is in those streams quite often, and Gustin was just joking around on how, like, was joking around on some stuff, saying like, well, if there was a goose holding a Swedish flag, it would be the best emote. I think they were talking about like what they thought was like the best emote. They were saying like Goose Pride is definitely good. The goose emotes are good, but it'd be even better if the goose was holding a Swedish flag. And so Gustin then mentioned like, oh, this is my favorite, like this other one is my favorite, this other emote is my favorite emote. And so in that moment when the stream was ongoing, I found my Goose Pride template, which was actually set up fairly well. And I just had to make some adjustments here and there to get the cross of the Swedish flag. And I quickly got it up and going, made the flag, and then surprised Gustin with it. I uploaded it to my channel briefly since there was an open slot at the time, or actually no, I interchanged something in the moment because I wasn't streaming, and no one, at least I know of, was using my emotes at that time, so I could swap it in and out very quickly. And I surprised Gustin, and I gave Gustin the Goose Sweden flag emote for them to use in their Discord server and wherever they desire. And then I also uploaded it to Better TTV so that they could add it and Birdie can add it, and yeah, it was just a nice little surprise for Gustin, just in the moment of just memeing, and then in that instant I was able to make that meme a reality. It'll probably, there's a 99% chance that will be the only like country flag I do for the goose flag emotes. That'll probably be the only one, just because it is quite special and there's so many countries. It is quite it would be a bit much, and I definitely don't have the space on Better TTV to do that, to upload all that. Apparently there's a day of goose celebrating in Sweden. Oh, perfect. It's the perfect emote. St. Martin's. It's a perfect day for that then. Hi Kuro, thank you for the good lucks. How you doing? Good morning to you. 91% of the way to completing this. Atrium floor is making its rounds. Hi Iggy, so close. We're so close. It's good to see ya. Yeah, we're very, very close. Ignore all the random spots. I'm sure the game will account for that somehow. Yeah, how's it going? We're very, very close. We have one section which we're leaving completely alone until the very end, which you can see over there. Just to let everyone know I was here. Ancient civilization worship power washing, won't mind. Oh, I'm sure they won't mind at all. In fact, they probably prophesized it along with everything else. I do love all the details that were done for this level. They definitely went hard on this, and I love it. I'm not getting the level of cleaning that I want, so let's just go through and actually even we'll do one better. Actually, that's a little chaotic. Not going to cover what I want. Jump on this, get a little bit of an angle, and just hope we can get as much of the grime as we can. There we go. Still at 92%. Come on, game. In fact, about 10% was the floor is concerning. Shows how massive this place is. The centerpiece. Just got to get the rest of the floor first. Aside from a few spots here and there. Yeah, these people were really into power washing. So much washing. Oh, this is all atrium floor. You don't think your eyes will stay open, but good luck on the remaining 7%. Alright, robots. I hope you get some good deep sleep tonight. Appreciate the good luck. It will happen very fast, hopefully. Faster than it had prior for the power washing. Have a good rest. Comfy, cozy sleep awaits for you. Get some good deep sleep. Night sounds like it's the night. I'm very curious on how big of a grime spot we'll have left before it goes ding and then automatically self-cleans itself. Like, oh, you're good. You got the minimum amount or maximum amount you need to have that all cleaned up and solid. So we should be able to finish before the 3-hour mark. So far, this has taken 6 hours in total to complete. So close to this. Gotta be careful. This is where even this nozzle comes in handy because I'm so close and packed up to this corner. '94. We're bound to make some big moves soon. It should get a little closer because then it's just going to leave a bunch of stains everywhere. doesn't seem like it's going to clean the way or at least auto-complete the way I thought it was going to. That's fine though. We got all the little specks that we left behind. So close, I can feel it. On floor. Oh, is it being like this because it has like a bit of an angle to it? There's soon be a glorious sting. Oh, I hope so, and I hope it's sooner than later. A lot of specs here. Oh, the game's being even ruder with this. I thought it would have dinged a whole lot sooner. Being very particular. Maybe I'm just missing a chunky section. One game. There like something on the stone tile that I'm not seeing. Game, why are you being so specific about this? It's practically nothing. Oh, don't tell me like these cracks and crevices are playing a key role in hiding like a good patch. Game. Maybe there's something in the back. Maybe I missed something in the back and never realized it. No, this is sparkly clean and its own separate thing. Truly is just going for the smallest parts. There it goes, yes, $40. That's not worth. That was not worth for $40. But it's done. That part is done. Oh, it's done. Hi, MJG. How's it going? Clean the podium. Let us be magnificent. How can I get a better angle up here? Feeling pretty good. Hope power washing is going well. It is going well. We are very close. 95% complete. We're just trying to balance up here so we can get some better angles. Oh, this is all, the entire podium is its thing. Noted. Okay, so we just clean. Just clean. Today's going good now. Today, it started as a meh day very early on. It was a meh day, but with power washing, it's become a good day. I was looking to this podium that I would have thought. Yeah, glad you're doing pretty good. Just some comfy power washing. My hands are cold. Power washing will keep them together and strong. Surprised they didn't break down these in the smaller chunks for more serotonin-inducing dings. Yeah, it's quite surprising. Though it might have been a little bit too much programming-wise, or it might have been a little chaotic. There's probably a reason behind it on their decision. Still satisfying though. It's definitely like, I feel like this would have been a part you would have accomplished earlier on, and then you would have gone up to the gallery section, and it would have been a lot more satisfying. But we started from outside to the top and then went back down in the center. Oh yeah, still very satisfying all the way around. Any way we've spun it, it's been satisfying, thankfully. And in a good way. I know I have the tridents, but I feel like with this nozzle is a whole lot more satisfying as well, because it's like the very specific like cuts and all that. Whereas that other one is a little more chaotic. Also, I don't want to constantly... I couldn't imagine like constantly spinning the or doing circles with my mouse. That would have been a bit much at this point. Yeah. Yeah, I don't need to injure my hand just because I want to be a little bit faster in power washing the sim. That'd be embarrassing. Going to the doctor and being like, well, how did you hurt your hand? I was making circle motions with my mouse and power wash them. I would definitely get a weird look. Bunch of smaller points. Why is it gotta be a bunch of smaller points? Yeah, I've already like a couple years ago when my thumbs were busted, I already felt like I was getting weird looks and being judged for saying like, well, how did you bust your thumbs? Like playing video games is like the easiest way to like tell people. Like saying speedrunning doesn't mean too much, and they'd probably give me a weird look because they wouldn't know what speedrunning is. So quite often said video games, so I'm sure I got some weird looks like, how you busted your hands on video games? Okay. They don't understand. You needed to go fast in Hollow Knight. But yeah, it was quite strange. It was quite a strange moment for me. There we go. Alright, podium's done. Now it's just the atrium floor centerpiece, and then probably a couple other things. You love playing video games, but they are rough on the hands and wrists sometimes. Oh yeah, and especially speedrunning. Because I was speedrunning Hollow Knight with a controller, which was a bit of a mistake for me. And then I was also doing speedruns of Goose as well. And so it was just constantly on using the controller. And that just started to catch up to me very quickly. And then, yeah, my thumbs hurts, and they hurt for quite a bit. And then eventually got exercises, switched to keyboard, keyboard for Hollow Knight. I was going to say keyboard and mouse, but I don't use a mouse. Except for like menu quitouts if I really need to. But yeah, it can get rough on the hands. That's why it's good to take breaks and do stretches. Hi Timid, how's it going? We're at 97% complete of power washing this level. It's taken almost 6.5 hours to complete it. We're getting there. It helps that we're also at like this angle, so we can do a little bit more. Bunch of angles I need to approach. Also, another good reason why I don't want to bust my hands just on like doing spinning motions with the mouse for Power Wash Sim is, of course, that would probably save on like medical bills or anything like that if I have to go to like physical therapy. to like get my hands back in proper shape again. After like being busted. So another good reason. I don't want medical bills. If it's bad enough to like have to go to physical therapy. That would be terrible. But yeah, also just, it would be a lot of weird looks, especially PowerWash them. Yeah, unfortunately injuries are pretty expensive, yeah. They can rack up quite a bit of a bill. Stupid expensive sometimes. Oops. So close now. Indeed. We're close, Biordo. 3%. I assume less than 3% because it's going to pop to 98 soon. Where the most mundane things can cost an arm and a leg. I know. I've seen like the bills. It's like, oh yes, like actually probably the best example like was like Brian David Gilbert, who did like a little like video on just health insurance terms, because that is a annoyingly complex and confusing system. So he was just going through like the different terms that he learned when he was going through and looking for health insurance stuff. And I remember it's like, yeah, you don't want to go to the hospital, get a smooch from $2,000 smooch from the doctor and head out. And all I could think about is just like, oh yes, the $2,000 smooches and just the instances of mwah, mwah, mwah. So what? So what? Like a little smooch. Just, that pretty much definitely describes it. It's just like, oh yes, a $2,000 smooch from the doctor on the boo boo. Ah yes, I kissed your boo boo. That will be $2,000. That's such a good like silly example. You're like, oh, that's silly, but you know if they did that's what they do. That's the price they'd probably put it as. If they ever did do that. Yeah, Brian David Gilbert, amazing. I feel like I also learned a bit from that video and then immediately forgot all of the knowledge that I might have acquired because it just got jumbled and confused because everything sounds the same. Especially pain in the butt when they're giving you Tylenol and charge you 50. It's a bit much. It's like you could go to the local drugstore and pick it up for a massive fraction of the cost that they're charging you. But yeah, Brian David Gilbert videos are top tier, yeah. I do like the food ones. The food ones are actually interesting to me because it makes me think about like, how can I spice up like my food? the Midnight Gourmand one really resonated with me because there's the aspect of like, you know, throwing leftovers together and boom, you got a pizza, or, you know, just throwing leftovers together to make something. Or just throwing like stuff together and yeah, you just make something out of it. You just go for it, be adventurous, that kind of thing, which is something I do quite often. There's times where like, I want this and I have this and this, but I don't have this, but I have these, which aren't really normal to put together for this kind of food, but hey, we're going to try an experiment. I do that quite often. Like, I have this, let's throw it on in. Is this kind of sauce normal on this kind of dish? Nope, but we're going to try it anyway. Oh, it's good. Well, I'm doing this forever. You try to convince your fam to let you make the Old Bay ice cream, but was unsuccessful. Oh no. Okay, so what? I am not familiar with like Old Bay seasoning because I've been on the West Coast forever and a day. So that like Old Bay seasoning is an oddity to me. I am not familiar with it. What exactly is it? From what I can gather, it's a savory type of spice. And I know the joke is like, if you're from Maryland, you put that on everything. I believe that's the joke, but I have like no idea what the heck Old Bay spice is. It's completely mystery to me. You're not sure either, to be honest. Oh, that's a... Well, at least I find myself on the same page as those that have tasted it and used it. It's a good sign for me, but also a concerning sign in general. Ah yes, mystery spice. It's the Old Bay, it's just flat out taken from the bay. I think it's supposed to be particularly good on seafood. That would make sense. Sweet and spicy. Gotcha. It seems like a very seafood oriented kind of spice. These wait, are these shadows or are these actual? It's hard to tell. You just know that if Brian David Gilbert says to try it, it's gotta be a fun time. Yeah, you know it's gotta be interesting and worth a shot to try it, to taste it. Oh, we're at 99%. We've hit the 99% mark. We are close. The Midnight Gourmand thing just really spoke to me. It's like, yes, just being wild with stuff. And then he was talking about like the mixture of fried rice and spam, and I was like, oh, that got me out of it. Not a fan of it. I am not a fan of spam. I was like, this looks good, but I'm sure I can probably make something else out of this. We can innovate, we can experiment. That's the whole point of being a Midnight Gourmand. So many like little parts, come on. I think if I get this one over here, there we go. Oh, it is complete. All right, let us check, see what else there is. So we got atrium, wall trims, that's fine. Mirror frame. Central opening parapets. Central opening parapets? Oh, what? I clicked on it, so it should be highlighting. Oh, that thing. Okay. Okay, that's good. There's a gem? Hold on, it's probably at the very top. Is there a gem all the way up here? Can I bring scaffolding all the way up here? Please tell me I can do that. That'd be hilarious. Yeah, this makes sense. Okay, I really do have telekinesis powers. How do I drop? Super light spoiler, okay. Oh, I have a feeling that's something that will show up when we're done cleaning everything. That'll be the very last thing we clean, I take it. Alright. Brain just went off. Alright. Is there anything else? Okay, it's just this. So let us all remember. I was here. Thundar was here. I was here. It is time. PowerWash. That we were here. You served me well, Miro Weihon. In case it wasn't clear enough, we now flash it. One spot remaining. There it goes. Now just Thundar was. I just was. Sounds a little ominous now. I just was. Okay, now it's just Thundar. Now it's just a creepy little message that like you find in the bathroom mirror. That wasn't written by you. Except we actually did write this. Here we go. Used to be Thundar was here. Now it'll be Thundar washed here. Oh, that would have been a whole lot better to write. Thundar washed here. Shall be. Oh, is this like the boots and the canopy? Yeah, this is like the Bigfoot place as well as the other home, the fairy tale home. It's clean. Now it is time for the pyramid gem, which is somewhere. I am no longer there. I take it is up top. Oh my goodness. Oh, there's the plane. Whoa, my goodness. They actually animated the full plane doing dives all over the place. Hold on, I gotta watch this. Oh, it just went away. Okay, well. Wow, the fact that they actually animated that is impressive. Like, they took the model asset and had it fly around. That's really cool. I like that. This is it. We are about to save the world. Through the means of power washing. For it was foretold in the ancient texts. We would power wash and save everyone from something a millionaire decided to activate. An evil non-conforming billionaire decided to cause havoc with. Anyway, so close. All of our sins have been washed clean. Indeed they have. As it was foretold. Oh, there's time travelers. And And there goes the jet. Wow, they just flat out attacked it. That was cool. They flat out attacked the jet. Oh, that was cool. The Terminators. Yeah. Oh, it's... Yeah, I mean, that was also the guy who caused the volcano in the first place, because, like, Calvin was saying, like, hey, I found this, like, drill. It seems to have caused, like, from what I can gather, it seems to have caused and, like, ignited the eruption. And that's the person flying that jet was the same person who was operating the mining rig. So it truly was their fault. They almost caused the end of the world. But it is done. Career mode has been completed, and let us watch as this is completed very fast in a very weird way. And then we just sit here and watch as nothing happens for the longest time. PowerWash service? Oh, I forgot what it was. It's fine. Wait, hold on. PowerWash services, you did it! After cleaning our ship, we went further back in time, methodically tracing your steps one job at a time, right back to the backyard cleaning days. While doing so, we pieced together Blake Thrust's ambitions. Thrust was obsessed with the lost city of pacifists, and after discovering that their tech was powerful by a rare ore, setting up illegal mines here and there and everywhere. He struck a rich seam inside Mount Rushless and used it to develop his own tech, while also hoping to create enough tectonic movement to push the lost city up to the surface. What he didn't realize, though, is that by destabilizing the volcano, he clearly caused a global apocalypse. Knowing that the underwater city lay dormant until this moment, we went back in time and told the pacifists of your legend. They agreed to convert their palace into an offshore platform to send a neuralizing beam to Mount Rushless when the city resurfaced. We dirtied the place up to ensure it would only be activated once completely cleaned by a skilled power washer. Thanks to you, the timeline is now restored, and we can return to our time as heroes. Heroes with red velvet cake. P.S. Please feel free to use this message as a customer review if you think it would help your business. Oh, that's actually very kind. It is done. It has been complete. PowerWash Simulator has been done. So since those murals were all about you, this palace is technically yours. Technically, yes. We technically own it. We technically do. Automation and Tools Engineering, James okay, that name just throws me off. I don't think that's the same James Baxter that I think of. Oh my goodness. I saw the name James Baxter, I was like, wait, James Baxter? That's a different James Baxter. The James Baxter I was immediately thinking of is an animator, really talented animator. But it is done. The power washing career has been complete. All the jobs are done. All the things have been bought. It is all owned by us. We own everything. Oh, ignoring the cleaning liquids, we don't need to worry about those. Modifications are all owned. We have everything. Power washing has been complete. Technically, there's all the bonus job stuff, like the Mars rover, the fountain, the mini golf course, locomotive, but these are all just bonus stuff. I was just mainly going for career to get that complete. Yeah, there's just a lot of stuff. It's probably a lot more. That's fine. Yeah, it has been done. Challenge mode, vehicles. Oh yeah, I've done some of this. Best time 2 minutes 46 seconds apparently. Hilarious. That is PowerWash Sim. I'm glad finally got to complete this, because I think I was playing this when it was still early access, so it wasn't quite 1.0 yet. Now it has been done, and then some. Exciting. Happy how it turned out. Very fun game. I will say it's a very fun game. You come for the power, as I've said before, you come for the power washing, and you stay for the lore. I did not expect there to be like a massive overarching story of like all this. First to start out with like, oh, the cats are missing, and just evolved so much to this just massive conspiracy and like time traveling situation where the world will end with and the volcanoes being about to erupt and everything. I did not expect that, and I like so appreciate it. It just made it that much more fun. It made you didn't need it, but it made it that much more enjoyable. It was just the silly thing in which you just wanted to know, because you're like, there's a story to this, and it just makes you like, what is the story? And like it just goes off the rails, and I love that it does that. It just completely does wild things, which also allows it to have wild settings like the temple and all the other places as well. Like, yeah, just having the ability, like the cleaning the recreational vehicle again, like having that at the palace and all that just like allows for silliness, like cleaning the drill, cleaning the private jet. That just absolutely allowed you to just go wild, allow them to go wild and just do some silly things for washing, which I'm sure like helped out, because yeah, now they got the seasonal thing, and then like Back to the Future, Tomb Raider, Midgar, SpongeBob, like they got all that stuff, and it just fits. It just fits so much into this. It was great. Oh, that was a lot of fun. That was definitely enjoyable. I definitely think that's like a good point to leave off on. Campaign completed, credits rolled, world has been saved, the private jet taken down by the time travelers, and the time travelers went back with red velvet cake. Everything was restored. But yeah, good point to leave off there. So next up on the list, for games, you get my list. PowerWash Sim, that has been completed. The next game on the list is Tunic. We will be playing Tunic most likely tomorrow. I will start some Tunic. I have done like a thing. I have done like one stream on Tunic, but that was a long time ago, so I remember nothing. So I'm just going to start brand new again and just go from there. But we're going to play Tunic. I've been meaning to play it for ages, and I've never have. So streaming is going to get me. Streaming it is going to get me to play it and like complete it. So it's the surefire way to actually get me to complete a game. Oddly enough, actually not oddly enough, it truly is, just because I a lot of incentive to get through stuff. Same thing happened with Stardew. I never would have been able to ever complete Stardew unless it was streamed, just because it just was a whole lot more fun to do stuff with everyone. Yeah, seems like you're back in just in time for the end. Yep, we saved the world, Sonny. We saved the world. It was grand. Why eat the rich when you can get time travelers to shoot them down? Yeah, it's the time travelers' fault, if anything, and they know the future, so like it was part of the timeline, apparently, for that to happen. But yeah, I hope PowerWash Sim was a super comfy time for everyone. I hope it was a lot of fun just to relax and just allow like the power washing to take hold and just provide such a comfy state. But yeah, let us find someone to raid, since it's a good point to wind down. That was such a fun game. So silly and so fun. I love it. Happy I played it and got to continue. Let's see. Artsy is doing, that store, Biordo, who was here earlier, is playing Bomb Rush, Cyberpunk, which is, I think, this, what was it? Blah, 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 blah. I think the same developers as those that made Lethal League, which is like that, like, it's a weird game, but it has like a very particular art style. So let's go raid Biordo. But yeah, I hope you all had a wonderful time. I hope you all continue to have a comfy, cozy rest of the day or night. And yeah, take care, get some good rest, and I hope you feel refreshed afterwards. You do remember playing the demo for Lethal League at one point. Best you can describe as baseball fighting game. That's truly the best way to describe it. Baseball fighting game. Ton of fun. Really good beats too. But yeah, I think this is made by the same developers. It's got a very similar art style, or like aesthetic, which I don't think a lot of developers would be able to pull off. It's got a very particular style. But yeah, hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day or night. Stay comfy and cozy, and see you all tomorrow with some Tunic. We'll have fun little fox adventures. Be grand. But yeah, take care everyone. Bye.